Hello NBA fans, every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I'm counting on you to subscribe to the channel and leave your. The Lakers want to upgrade their roster while also creating room to sign new players. They're reportedly looking to trade Dalton Netsch and Gabe Vincent. A three-way trade has been proposed, with the Lakers acquiring Josh Green to bolster their rotation. We propose a three-team trade idea involving the Hornets and Nets that sends a perfect two-way swingman to the Lakers and big man Nick Claxton to a new destination. If you're thinking the Los Angeles Lakers are built like an A-team around LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves with the DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart signings, think again. Sure, the core brings star power, but championship runs demand more than flashes of brilliance. They demand depth, grit, and defensive toughness off the bench. That's why one three-team trade buzzed about around the league could flip the script. It brings in a two-way swingman, and whispers suggest it also involves Brooklyn's defensive anchor, Nick Claxton, in a major way. Let's get into an unexpected three-team trade idea involving the Lakers, Charlotte Hornets, and Brooklyn Nets. Los Angeles Lakers receive Josh Green. Charlotte Hornets receive Nick Claxton. Brooklyn Nets receive Dalton Knecht, Grant Williams, Gabe Vincent, 2027 first-round pick, CHA. Los Angeles Lakers move spare parts for consistent swingmen. Charlotte Hornets guard Josh Green, 10, shoots during the first half against the San Antonio Spurs. The Lakers are bringing in a 6 feet 5 inches two-way wing in Josh Green, a player known for his gritty perimeter defense and timely shooting. Last season, Green averaged a solid 7.4 ppg, 2.5 rpg, 1.6 apg, and a productive 1.1 steals per game, while sinking 39.1% from deep across 27.8 minutes per outing for Charlotte. He's the kind of energy guy who can shadow opposing wings and guards, chase them full court, and make life difficult late in games. Green's fit with LA goes beyond numbers. In matchups against the Lakers, he's been quietly effective, averaging 8.1 points, 2.0 rebounds, and 0.8 steals. He's shown he can step up against the league's best, and with the Lakers needing someone to help clamp down in crunch time, Green brings both confidence and youth to the rotation. Off the court, the Lakers front office likely views this as a low-risk, moderate-reward move. Swapping mid-tier assets to land a multi-positional defender like Green gives LA flexibility in their cap sheet while boosting bench competitiveness. He might not headline headlines in the Western Conference, but his role could be the difference-maker in tight postseason battles. Dalton Knecht's trade value has taken massive hit, says Insider. The Los Angeles Lakers have already tried to trade Dalton Knecht once in his career. He was involved in the Mark Williams trade that the Lakers tried to execute at the trade deadline. Instead, the Lakers called off the trade because they didn't like what was in Williams' physical. With the trade being cancelled, Knecht had to return to Los Angeles. Knecht now knows that the Lakers don't have a vested interest in his future. Unfortunately for Los Angeles, it might be significantly tougher to trade him now than it was. After he came back in the failed trade, Knecht fell out of the rotation. When he was out there, his performance fell off a cliff. His performance during Summer League has further lowered his stock. According to Lakers insider Jovan Buha, Knecht has almost no trade value right now. Summer League has not helped Knecht's stock, and I don't think at this point he is valued as a first-round pick, in terms of an asset valuation. That was what I heard in Vegas from talking to multiple people, non-Lakers people, just gauging what would you give for Dalton Knecht? Or if the Lakers are putting Dalton Knecht in a trade, what is he worth? And the feedback I got was, no longer worth a first-round valuation. It's incredibly disappointing that the Lakers would not be able to recoup a first-round pick if they tried to trade Knecht. They clearly have given up on him pretty quickly in his NBA career. Knecht has to play some better basketball during training camp and in preseason if he wants to have any shot of continuing his career with the Lakers. He probably wants out at this point, though. It seems too early to give up on Knecht, but LeBron James is on a win-now timeline. He wants them to get older players who can help them accomplish the goal of winning a championship. Adding Marcus Smart is a big blow to Connect's chances of getting back into the rotation. It's very likely that he ends up riding the bench this season until the Lakers can find somewhere to trade him. Luka Doncic could sign extension before reporting to Slovenian national team on August 4. Los Angeles Lakers star Luka Doncic has had a busy offseason as he's been working on his dieting and conditioning to get into better shape ahead of the 2025-26 season. Doncic was traded mid-season this past year to the Lakers, but he didn't look completely like himself due to injuries and the change of scenery. Doncic and the Lakers finished third in the Western Conference, but their early playoff exit led some to believe that the organization may have overachieved in the regular season. However, Doncic has every reason to be motivated to come back better than ever given the sudden doubt and skepticism about his fit in LA. At his best, Doncic is a top 3 player in the league who can single-handedly deliver a team to the postseason, and the Lakers understand that he's the kind of superstar that can change a franchise's fortunes overnight. This summer, Doncic is eligible to sign a contract extension with the Lakers, and there are murmurs that it could come before he reports to the Slovenian national team on August 4, via Martin Pauchnek of Sport Club. For him, for the fans and for his ambitions, the most important thing is that Luka Doncic will wear the national team jersey again. The date of his arrival is still shrouded in mystery, but it is expected to be August 4. This suggests that he may sign a new contract with the LA Lakers before then. The soonest Doncic is eligible to sign an extension is on August 2, so the timing of his Slovenia arrival ahead of this summer's Eurobasket would fit the timeline. The Lakers can offer Doncic a 4-year, $229 million extension, but the more likely route is a 3-year deal with a player option for the final season so he can position himself to earn a 5-year Supermax contract. Regardless of the dollar amount, it looks like all signs point to Doncic committing long-term to Los Angeles. The Lakers are blessed to be able to build the team around someone like Doncic, and it'll be exciting to see how far the superstar can take the storied franchise next season and beyond. Luka Doncic explains why he always plays for Slovenian national team. Luka Doncic is an incredibly loyal person who has shown time and time again that he loves to play for the team that embrace him. Doncic is a staple on the Slovenian national team, and he explained that love from the fans and his country are why he continues to suit up for them. Finer. DeAndre Ayton doesn't want to take his opportunity with the Lakers for granted. Now that he's a Laker, it's time for DeAndre Ayton to realize his full potential. When does the NBA stop giving players opportunities and conclude that whatever talent they have isn't enough to justify a roster spot? That answer is a convoluted equation that factors in age, production, contract terms, and role. DeAndre Ayton found out that several teams were still interested in him when he was asked to be bought out by the Blazers and became a free agent for the first time in his career. However, given his subpar play the last couple of years, the market wasn't exactly booming for the number 1 pick from the 2018 NBA draft. Ayton ultimately signed with the Lakers and has a golden opportunity to prove his doubters wrong. He is entering the 2025-26 season as the starting center for one of the most prestigious franchises in the history of the league. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic playing by his side, Ayton could return to his full form if he prepares for success. It feels like a video game, like somebody set it up. "I think somebody set this up," Ayton said during his introductory press conference. "But honestly, this is an opportunity that I won't take for granted. Luka is a once-in-a-generation player, and I'm happy to be his teammate. Hearing about the shape he's been in, he's super ripped, and I'm finally glad to be on his side while he's doing all of that. And I'm just truly excited. I'm a student of the game, and I love to play with a passion. And the love I have received, and I've not even thrown on a jersey, I can only show you guys my appreciation." Ayton is saying all the things Lakers fans want to hear, but it's his actions that will matter. The good news for Ayton is a lot of this is under his control. He will decide if he sets a strong screen, rolls hard to the basket, and contests shots inside the paint. Virtually everyone agrees he has the attributes to do this consistently, so it's time to prove it. This team has the personnel to complement their new starting center. Luka is one of the best passers in the NBA and is reportedly excited to play with Ione. As long as he's healthy, Ayton will have every opportunity to produce and perform in Los Angeles. If he's serious about appreciating LA for signing him, this season should be a career year for the big man. If not, the options Ayton will have next summer when he can once again become a free agent will be even less than he had this year. Trey Jemison 3 clears waivers, enters free agency. Former Los Angeles Lakers big man Trey Jemison 3 has officially cleared NBA waivers and become an unrestricted free agent, per the Real GM transactions log. Jemison was waived earlier in the week. His departure clears the way for the Lakers to complete a full overhaul of their two-way spots. They're adding Christian Coloco and Chris Manon to 2 of those contracts, and with Jemison now out, the third and final slot is wide open. That spot may already be spoken for. Shortly after the draft, the Lakers reportedly agreed to a two-way deal with former Villanova forward Eric Dixon, though they have yet to make it official. Jemison, 25, signed a 2-year, two-way deal with Los Angeles in January. He appeared in 22 games with the Lakers and made a solid impression in limited minutes, averaging 2.6 points and 2.8 rebounds in just over 10 minutes per night while shooting nearly 62% from the field. He also saw action with the New Orleans Pelicans last season and had brief runs with both the Washington Wizards and Memphis Grizzlies. In all, Jemison holds 63 games of NBA experience, including 14 starts, with career averages of 4.2 points and 3.8 rebounds in 15.3 minutes. Jordan Goodwin reportedly claimed by Suns after Lakers waived him. The Phoenix Suns are reuniting with combo guard Jordan Goodwin via waivers after the Los Angeles Lakers cut him this past week, reports ESPN's Shams Charania. Goodwin has bounced around after spending his first 2 NBA seasons with the Washington Wizards. He was included in the Bradley Beal for Chris Paul swap between Phoenix and Washington 2 years ago and played 40 games for the Suns in 2023-24. Goodwin was shipped to the Brooklyn Nets in the Royce O'Neal deal at that trade deadline but was immediately waived. He joined the injury-plagued Grizzlies for the rest of that season, averaging 10.0 points, 4.5 assists and 8.0 rebounds in 17 games, 12 starts. The 26-year-old combo guard played in 29 games for the Lakers last year, averaging 5.6 points and 3.9 boards per outing. The Lakers had picked up the $2.3 million team option on his contract but waived Goodwin to open the opportunity to sign Marcus Smart. How Jordan Goodwin fits in the Phoenix Suns backcourt. Even after the addition of Goodwin, true point guard depth remains shallow compared to the logjam at shooting guard. Goodwin joins a Phoenix backcourt that includes point guard Colin Gillespie, who will play on a standard contract in 2025-26 after impressing as a two-way player last year. Going into 2025-26, Phoenix now rosters 4 shooting guards, Booker, Jalen Green, Grayson Allen and two-way rookie Kobe Brea, while Dillon Brooks and Royce O'Neal are shooting guard-sized wings. It's been a problem for Phoenix dating back to when it traded Chris Paul for Bradley Beal before the 2023-24 season. Since then, Devin Booker has been forced to handle much of the playmaking duties, while Tyus Jones is the only true point guard to get regular rotation minutes over a season for the Suns. Goodwin, Gillespie, Sabin Lee, Theo Maledon, Isaiah Thomas, Monty Morris, Tidy Washington Jr. and Vasilija Micic are the other point guards who have seen limited run in that span, with Gillespie catching on the most. The Suns' wave-and stretch of Beal this offseason not only opened a roster spot, the Suns still have one left after the Goodwin signing, but allowed Phoenix to utilize the mid-level and biannual exceptions that it did not have the last 2 years while operating above the second apron. Luka Doncic speaks out on future with Lakers. 5-time All-NBA first-team Los Angeles Lakers guard Luka Doncic has a big decision to make next month. On August 2, the 6'6" pro will become eligible to ink a 4-season, $228 million maximum contract extension. Had he not been traded away from the Dallas Mavericks in a mid-season blockbuster deal with LA, Doncic would have fetched a far more lucrative 5-season, $346 million contract extension in a state with no income taxes. Instead, it seems more likely Doncic will agree to a 3-season, $165 million deal, with a player option in 2028-29. More Los Angeles Lakers news. Lakers make another major roster move amid Marcus Smart signing that way. Donich will become eligible for a major new deal after 10 seasons of NBA service, worth 35% of the salary cap. In theory, he could fetch a 5-season deal worth a projected $418 million, speculates Jasmine Wimbish of CBS Sports. Donich, plus big men Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris, were dealt to the Lakers as part of a 3-team deal with Dallas and the Utah Jazz. The Mavericks acquired 10-time All-Star big man Anthony Davis, who instantly got hurt for most of the season's home stretch swingman Max Christie, and an unprotected 2029 first-round Lakers draft pick. More Los Angeles Lakers news. Lakers signing center, ex-Warriors forward and free agency. Utah added a pair of 2025 second-round picks from both teams, as a thank you for facilitating the deal by obtaining little-used Los Angeles guard Jalen Hood-Schifino. Hood-Schifino was promptly waived and signed on with the Philadelphia 76ers. Now armed with Donich and 21-time All-NBA power forward LeBron James, the Lakers finished with a 50-32 record and nabbed the number 3 seed in a crowded Western Conference. In 28 healthy regular season bouts for the Lakers, Donich averaged 28.2 points on .438/.379/.791 shooting splits, 8.1 rebounds, 7.5 assists, and 1.6 steals per. Things were looking up for Los Angeles heading into the postseason, but the team's shallow depth and total lack of playable centers were badly exposed against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who slaughtered them in 5 games. During a new interview with the Lakers' official YouTube channel, Donich shed some light on his thinking about sticking in LA long-term. As a Laker, what do you hope to be known for in Los Angeles? Donich was asked. The guy that brought championships to the city for sure, Donich answered. New guy, new city, Donich reflected on his shocking arrival to Los Angeles mid-season. You know, it's not really easy. Just being welcomed by the fans, that was the first thing that really amazed me. I've always had a big connection with the communities, wherever I've been.